Welcome back to the channel, Rare Coins Collections, where we delve into the exciting and often surprising world of rare coins. Today, we have an absolute gem to discuss, a coin that could be hiding right in your pocket or your collection and be worth far more than you might think. We're talking about the 1971 quarter dollar, a coin that could be worth a staggering amount of money depending on its condition and rarity. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be amazed at just how much a single 1971 quarter dollar could be worth. Let's get started. Now, you may be wondering, what makes the 1971 quarter dollar so special? After all, the quarter is one of the most common coins in circulation. But there's a lot more to this coin than meets the eye. First, let's take a look at its design and the history behind it. The 1971 quarter dollar is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has featured the profile of George Washington since 1932. This coin's obverse, or front, shows a portrait of Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. The image is detailed and dignified, with Washington's face in profile, facing left. Surrounding the image, you'll see the inscriptions "Liberty" at the top, "In God We Trust" just below Washington's bust, and the year 1971 beneath that. This design has been iconic and remains in use on U.S. quarters to this day. The reverse side of the 1971 quarter features a striking image of an eagle in flight, with its wings spread wide. This reverse design, which had been in place since 1932, symbolizes freedom and strength, core values of the United States. Surrounding the eagle are the words "United States of America, e pluribus unum," and "quarter dollar." The eagle's sharp details, along with the coin's overall size and weight, give the 1971 quarter a robust and commanding presence. But now, let's get into the good stuff, the value of this coin. While the 1971 quarter may look like just another run-of-the-mill coin, it has potential to be worth far more than its face value of 25 cents. The real value of the 1971 quarter comes down to factors like its mint condition, rarity, and any possible minting errors. These are the factors that can make a 1971 quarter worth thousands of dollars, as opposed to just a few cents. First, let's talk about condition. As with all coins, the condition of the 1971 quarter plays a significant role in determining its value. If you have a 1971 quarter that's been circulating for years, it likely shows signs of wear and tear. Over time, coins lose their shine, details, and clarity. However, what collectors are really looking for are coins that have been well preserved and are in uncirculated condition. An uncirculated 1971 quarter, meaning one that has never been used in commerce, is highly desirable among collectors. The sharper the details, the more valuable the coin becomes. If you have a 1971 quarter that still has its original luster, with no scratches, dents, or signs of wear, you may have a rare find on your hands. Uncirculated 1971 quarters can fetch significantly higher prices than those in poor condition. But there's more. The value of the 1971 quarter can also be greatly increased if it has certain minting errors or unique features. One of the most valuable errors that can occur on a coin like the 1971 quarter is a double die. This happens when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, causing the image to appear twice. Double die errors are relatively rare, and when they occur, they can make a coin highly sought after. If you examine the inscriptions on the obverse, like "Liberty" or "In God We Trust," and notice that they appear doubled, then you might have a double die error. Double die coins are particularly prized by collectors, and they can fetch a significant premium over a regular coin. Another valuable error to look out for is a misstrike, where the coin is improperly struck, leading to uneven or off-center designs. Misstrikes are considered a form of minting error, and depending on how extreme the error is, they can make the coin much more valuable. For example, a 1971 quarter with an off-center strike where part of the design is missing or shifted could be worth far more than just 25 cents. Misstrikes are often rare and collectible, so if you happen to find one, it could make your coin worth significantly more. It's also important to note the mint mark on the 1971 quarter. The mint mark indicates where the coin was struck. If you take a look at the reverse side of the coin, you'll find a small letter near the bottom, either a D for the Denver Mint, an S for the San Francisco Mint, or no mint mark at all for the Philadelphia Mint. The Philadelphia Mint produced the majority of 1971 quarters, but depending on the mint mark, the coin's value can vary. In general, coins from the Denver Mint tend to be more desirable because of their relatively lower production numbers. So, if your 1971 quarter has the D mint mark, it could be worth a little more than a regular coin from Philadelphia. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for: the value of the 1971 quarter dollar. While most of these coins are worth just a quarter, certain versions of the 1971 quarter can be worth tens of thousands of dollars, especially if they are in excellent condition or feature a rare minting error. If you happen to own a 1971 quarter that is uncirculated or has a significant minting error, you could be sitting on a treasure. Some collectors have paid as much as $44,000 for a single 1971 quarter. Yes, you heard that right, $44,000 for a 1971 quarter. This incredible value is a result of the coin's rarity, condition, and any unique features that set it apart from the regular quarters in circulation. So, before you toss that 1971 quarter into your change jar, take a closer look. It might just be worth a small fortune. In conclusion, the 1971 quarter dollar is much more than just a piece of currency. It's a valuable collectible that could be worth thousands of dollars. Whether you have a pristine, uncirculated example or a coin with a minting error, the value of the 1971 quarter is something that every coin collector should pay attention to. So, check your collections, look through your spare change, and you may just find a coin worth a lot more than you ever imagined. Today, we're diving into a coin that might be hiding right in your pocket or collection, and it could be worth a small fortune. We're talking about the United States 1987 quarter dollar, a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance but holds incredible potential. You won't want to miss what we have to say about this coin, because by the end of this video, you'll be amazed at its true worth. Let's get started. When most people think of the 1987 quarter dollar, they likely picture it as just another piece of everyday currency, but this coin holds much more value than its 25-cent face value suggests. The 1987 quarter dollar is a part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation for decades, but this specific year carries something unique for collectors. Before we dive into its value, let's take a closer look at the coin's design. The 1987 quarter features the well-known portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, which has graced the coin since 1932. Washington, the first president of the United States, is shown in profile, facing left. Surrounding the image of Washington, you'll find the words "Liberty" at the top, "In God We Trust" just below his bust, and the year 1987 near the bottom. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find an eagle in full flight, symbolizing freedom and strength. The eagle's wings are spread wide, and the details in this design are stunning, representing the power and resilience of the United States. Along with the eagle, the coin reads "United States of America, e pluribus unum," and "quarter dollar." Now, you may be wondering what makes the 1987 quarter so special. Why is this particular coin so highly sought after? Well, the answer lies in a few key factors: rarity, condition, and potential mint errors. While the 1987 quarter was produced in large quantities, there are some factors that make specific examples much more valuable than others. The first thing collectors look for is the condition of the coin. Most 1987 quarters, like other coins, went through heavy circulation, and over time, they can become worn down. Scratches, dents, and fading can reduce the coin's value. But here's where it gets interesting. If you happen to find a 1987 quarter that is in pristine condition, or even better, an uncirculated one, you could be looking at a coin worth far more than just 25 cents. An uncirculated 1987 quarter, one that has never been used in everyday transactions, can fetch significantly higher prices on the market. These coins have maintained their original luster, with all of their intricate details intact. For collectors, a well-preserved 1987 quarter is highly desirable. The sharper the design and the clearer the details, the more valuable the coin becomes. And it's not just about the aesthetics. Coins that have been stored in excellent condition over time are much rarer to find, which makes them that much more valuable. Another factor that can dramatically increase the value of a 1987 quarter is the possibility of minting errors. Minting errors are deviations from the intended design or quality, and they can make a coin extremely rare and highly sought after. For example, a double die error occurs when a coin is struck multiple times with a misaligned die, causing the design to appear doubled or blurred. If you happen to spot a double die on your 1987 quarter, you could be in possession of a truly rare and valuable coin. Misstrikes are another type of mint error that could increase the coin's worth. A misstrike happens when the coin is not properly aligned in the minting press, leading to a design that's off-center or missing parts of its details. These misstrikes are unique, and collectors are often willing to pay a premium for such irregularities, making them highly desirable. Additionally, there are also various mint marks on these coins that may affect their value. Mint marks indicate where the coin was produced: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, or San Francisco, S. The 1987 quarter was produced primarily at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, but some collectors prefer coins from specific mints due to their relative scarcity. A Denver mint mark on your 1987 quarter, for example, might make the coin a bit more valuable to certain collectors. So, what can a 1987 quarter be worth in today's market? Well, the price can range significantly depending on the coin's condition and any unique features it may have. A standard, circulated 1987 quarter might not fetch much more than its face value, but when you get into the realm of uncirculated or error coins, the value skyrockets. For example, a pristine 1987 quarter in uncirculated condition can be worth hundreds of dollars, much more than you might expect for such a seemingly ordinary coin. But wait, there's more. If you happen to have a 1987 quarter with a rare minting error, such as a double die or an off-center strike, you could be sitting on a true treasure. Some 1987 quarters with these unique features have sold for impressive amounts, with certain coins fetching as much as $41,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $41,000 for a single 1987 quarter. This is not an exaggeration. These rare and well-preserved coins have proven to be highly valuable on the collector's market. The rarity, condition, and possible minting errors are what make the 1987 quarter an incredibly valuable coin. So, before you discard that 1987 quarter into your loose change jar, take a moment to inspect it. Look for signs of minting errors, check its condition, and make sure it's not one of the rare uncirculated versions that could be worth a fortune. You might just have a coin worth thousands of dollars without even realizing it. In conclusion, the 1987 quarter dollar is more than just a piece of currency, it's a valuable collectible that could be worth a lot more than its face value. Whether it's the excellent condition, a minting error, or just the rarity of a well-preserved coin, there are many reasons why this coin is in high demand among collectors. So keep an eye out for those 1987 quarters, and who knows, you might just find a hidden gem worth $41,000. Today, we have something truly special to explore, an incredibly rare coin that might just be sitting in your collection or even your pocket right now, and you might not even know it. The United States 1965 quarter dollar, specifically with the 1965 mint mark, holds some remarkable secrets that could make it worth a staggering amount of money. If you love discovering hidden treasures, then stick with us until the end of this video to find out how much this coin could be worth. The 1965 quarter is often overlooked by casual collectors, but for those who truly understand the world of rare coins, this piece of history holds tremendous value. First, let's take a step back in time and explore the history surrounding the 1965 quarter dollar. This was a pivotal year for the United States, as it marked the beginning of a significant shift in the country's coinage. The 1965 quarter was the first year that the U.S. Mint stopped using silver in its standard quarter production. Previously, the quarters were composed of 90% silver, but due to rising silver prices and a coin shortage, the government switched to a copper-nickel-clad composition. This shift in the coin's metal composition makes the 1965 quarter a fascinating piece in the history of U.S. currency. While it might look similar to earlier quarters, this change in metal and the coin's design signify a key moment in the history of American coinage. The 1965 quarter still carries the timeless image of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, but the composition change was a crucial moment that left a mark on the coin's value over the years. On the obverse of the 1965 quarter, you'll find the portrait of George Washington, with the familiar inscription of "Liberty" above his head and "In God We Trust" to the left of his bust. The year 1965 is clearly stamped on the lower part of the coin, marking this significant year. The reverse side, as always, features the majestic bald eagle, which symbolizes strength and freedom, with the words "United States of America" and "E pluribus unum" circling around the eagle, and $quarter beneath it. But here's where things get interesting. While the 1965 quarter may seem standard at first glance, there are several reasons why this coin could be worth a small fortune. First, it's important to understand that not all 1965 quarters are created equal. The most valuable 1965 quarters are those that were struck with a specific mint mark, or, more importantly, those that were produced with minting errors. One of the most desirable features of the 1965 quarter dollar is the possibility of finding one that has been struck with a mint error. Mint errors are unique and make certain coins extremely rare and highly valuable. For example, some 1965 quarters may have a doubled die error, meaning the coin was struck twice, resulting in a doubled image. These coins can be worth thousands of dollars to collectors because of their rarity and the fact that they stand out from the mass-produced coins. Another error that collectors are keen to find is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned in the press, causing part of the design to be missing or displaced. If you find a 1965 quarter with such an error, it could be worth much more than its regular counterpart. Off-center coins are especially valuable because they are unique and can't be replicated. However, even if your 1965 quarter doesn't have a minting error, there are still ways it could be worth more than the typical value. For example, uncirculated versions of the coin, or those in pristine condition, are highly sought after by collectors. Over the years, many of these coins were used in everyday transactions and became worn down by circulation, so finding a 1965 quarter in near-perfect condition is rare. If you happen to have one of these gems tucked away, you could be looking at a coin worth far more than the typical quarter. But, of course, the true value of a 1965 quarter isn't just determined by its condition or any errors it might have. The overall demand for these coins also plays a crucial role. As time goes on, the availability of certain coins decreases, and rarer editions only become more valuable. While 1965 quarters were initially produced in large quantities, the passage of time and the increasing interest in coin collecting have made well-preserved versions of these coins highly desirable. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much could your 1965 quarter really be worth? For a regular 1965 quarter in good condition, the value may only be around its face value or slightly more. However, if you happen to find an uncirculated version or one with a rare minting error, things get really interesting. Some 1965 quarters have sold for thousands of dollars at auction, with collectors eager to get their hands on these rare pieces of history. But what about the truly rare examples? Well, if you've got one of those super rare mint error coins in pristine condition, you could be in for a windfall. There have been reports of 1965 quarters being sold for as much as $44,000. Yes, you heard that right, $44,000 for a single coin. That's the kind of value a well-preserved, error-free, or uniquely struck coin can fetch on the open market. So, what should you do with your 1965 quarter if you think it might be valuable? First, take the time to examine it closely. Check for any unusual markings, double die errors, or off-center strikes. If your coin looks pristine and free from wear, it's worth keeping it safe and checking with a professional coin appraiser or numismatist to get an accurate evaluation. You might just be sitting on a treasure that could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. In conclusion, the 1965 quarter dollar is much more than just a piece of currency, it's a valuable collectible with the potential to fetch a significant price. Whether you're looking at a pristine, uncirculated coin, one with a rare minting error, or simply a piece with unique historical value, the 1965 quarter holds a special place in the world of coin collecting. So, take a moment to go through your old coins and keep an eye out for this potential hidden gem. Who knows? That 1965 quarter could be worth $44,000. Today, we're diving into a truly fascinating topic that could turn your coin collection into a treasure chest. If you're a fan of rare coins, especially those that hold incredible value, then you won't want to miss out on today's discussion. We'll be focusing on the United States 1994 quarter dollar with a specific mint mark, a coin that might be hiding right under your nose. It could be worth more than you ever imagined. The 1994 quarter dollar is a seemingly ordinary coin, but there's more to this little piece of currency than meets the eye. To fully appreciate its value, we need to understand the history behind this coin and why it stands out in the world of coin collecting. The year 1994 was a significant one for the United States and its economy. The U.S. Mint was actively producing quarters as part of the ongoing series of the Washington Quarter, a design that had been in circulation for decades. But just because these quarters were produced in large numbers doesn't mean they're all the same. What makes the 1994 quarter dollar particularly interesting is that this year marks a period where the mint was moving toward modernizing the coinage production process. The U.S. Mint was already well established in producing millions of coins every year, but certain factors, such as the growing number of collectors and the rise of interest in coin errors, led to some exceptional examples of coinage that would go on to become highly valuable. Now, you might be wondering what sets this particular coin apart. At first glance, the 1994 quarter might seem like just another ordinary coin in circulation, but in fact, there are certain factors that can make this coin worth a small fortune. To start, let's talk about the coin's design. On the obverse, you'll see the familiar portrait of George Washington, facing to the left. This design, created by John Flanagan, has been in use since 1932 and remains one of the most recognizable coin designs in the world. Washington's image is surrounded by the inscription "Liberty" above his head, with "In God We Trust" to the left and the year 1994 stamped on the lower right. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find an image of a majestic bald eagle, wings outstretched, with the words "United States of America" above and "E Pluribus Unum" below. The eagle, a symbol of strength and freedom, is a classic emblem of the United States and perfectly represents the country's values. The coin's denomination, quarter dollar, is also stamped beneath the eagle. So, what's the big deal with this coin? Well, much like any other coin in the world of numismatics, it all comes down to rarity, condition, and sometimes, even the minting process. The 1994 quarter dollar, although produced in large quantities, has a few special factors that make it a hot commodity for collectors. One of the key reasons this coin is so valuable is due to the number of quarters produced during that year. While millions of 1994 quarters were minted and widely circulated, a very small number of these coins were kept in pristine condition. Over time, coins that are kept in excellent condition or those that have been stored in protective environments become far more valuable than coins that have been circulated and damaged. This makes well-preserved examples of the 1994 quarter highly sought after by coin collectors and investors, but that's not all. There's another reason why the 1994 quarter is of particular interest to collectors: mint errors. If you've been following the world of coin collecting, you'll know that mint errors are a big deal. These are coins that were struck incorrectly during the minting process, resulting in unique characteristics that make them stand out from standard issues. And the 1994 quarter is no exception. Some of the most valuable 1994 quarters are those that have rare minting errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes. A double die error occurs when the coin is struck twice, causing the design to appear doubled on the coin's surface. This creates a unique look that is highly desirable to collectors. Off-center strikes occur when the coin isn't properly aligned in the minting press, causing part of the design to be cut off or shifted. These error coins are often one of a kind, making them extremely valuable to those who know what to look for. Now, let's get down to the exciting part. How much could a 1994 quarter actually be worth? If you've got an uncirculated 1994 quarter in perfect condition, it could be worth a significant amount of money. But the real value comes when you've got a rare mint error coin on your hands. These can fetch anywhere from a few $100s to several thousand, depending on the severity of the error and the coin's overall condition. But here's the most exciting part: if you've got one of the best preserved, rare 1994 quarters, especially one with a minting error, you could be looking at a coin worth a massive fortune. Are you ready for this? Your 1994 quarter could be worth $46,000 if it meets the right criteria, such as being an error coin in near-perfect condition. That's right, $46,000 for a single quarter. This is the kind of value that rare minting errors and high-grade coins can command in today's market. So, what should you do if you think you have a 1994 quarter worth this much money? The first step is to carefully examine the coin. Look for any unique features or errors, and if the coin is in excellent condition, make sure to store it properly to prevent any damage. If you find that your coin has an error or is in pristine condition, it's worth getting it professionally appraised by a certified numismatist or coin dealer. They can provide you with an accurate assessment and help you determine whether your coin is worth a fortune. In conclusion, the United States 1994 quarter dollar is more than just a piece of currency, it's a potential treasure waiting to be discovered. Whether it's an uncirculated version, one with a minting error, or just a rare find, this coin has the potential to be worth thousands of dollars. So, take a close look at your collection and see if you've got one of these rare gems. It could just be worth $46,000. Today. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into a coin that could be sitting right in your pocket, and you might not even know it. Today, we're talking about the United States quarter dollar from 2016, a coin that, while seemingly modern, holds significant value, especially for collectors who are on the lookout for rare finds. The 2016 quarter dollar may seem like just another piece of currency you pass by on a daily basis, but this particular year of issue is something special. As part of the America the Beautiful series, the 2016 quarter dollar celebrates some of the most iconic national parks and monuments in the United States. But beyond its historical significance, certain versions of this coin have become highly sought after, making it more valuable than you might think. So, let's start with some background. The America the Beautiful series was launched in 2010 to honor the national parks and historic sites across the country. Each year, the U.S. Mint releases 5 new designs, each representing a different park or monument. For the 2016 series, the designs feature a diverse range of American landmarks, including the Theodore Roosevelt National Park in North Dakota, the Harpers Ferry National Historical Park in West Virginia, and the Fort Moultrie National Monument in South Carolina. These designs are beautiful, with intricate details that showcase the natural beauty and historical importance of each location. The 2016 quarters are a continuation of this tradition, with each one offering a unique representation of the American landscape. But just because they were part of a widely circulated collection doesn't mean every coin is created equal. Certain mint marks, versions, and conditions of the 2016 quarter can make them much more valuable than you might expect. Now, you may be asking, what makes the 2016 quarter dollar so valuable? Well, the answer lies in its rarity, condition, and certain unique features that collectors are constantly on the lookout for. Even though millions of these quarters were minted, there are some very specific factors that can drastically increase their value. First, let's talk about the mint mark. While most 2016 quarters were minted in large quantities at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, some of the coins produced at the Denver Mint have become especially valuable. The Denver Mint mark, which is a small d located on the coin's obverse, is one of the key identifiers collectors look for when determining the rarity of a coin. This mint mark has become associated with certain coins that have unique features or errors that make them stand out from the rest. Speaking of errors, minting mistakes can also be a game changer when it comes to the value of a coin. Minting errors are one of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting because they create one-of-a-kind pieces. Imagine stumbling upon a coin that wasn't quite struck right during the minting process. This could be an off-center strike, a double die, or even a coin that was made with a combination of incorrect materials. These types of errors make the coin far more valuable than any regular production piece, and if you find one, you might be sitting on a small fortune. One of the most valuable 2016 quarter dollars, for instance, has a notable error that collectors are eager to find. An example of this error would be a coin with a struck through grease error. This happens when the die used to strike the coin becomes contaminated with grease, resulting in part of the design not being fully struck. These coins can look very different from the standard design and can fetch much higher prices in the marketplace. Now that we've talked about mint marks and errors, let's focus on the overall condition of the coin. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. A coin that's been kept in pristine condition, meaning no scratches, dents, or signs of wear, will naturally be worth much more than one that has been heavily circulated. If you have a 2016 quarter dollar in mint condition, especially one from the Denver Mint, it could be worth a considerable amount of money. Coins that are graded in higher conditions, such as MS 65 or above, are the ones collectors are after because they retain the most detail and luster. So, how much could your 2016 quarter dollar be worth? If you've got one in perfect condition and it happens to feature a mint mark or error that makes it stand out, you could be sitting on a rare gem. In fact, some of the most sought-after examples of this coin are selling for more than you might expect. Are you ready for the jaw-dropping figure? If you have a highly coveted 2016 quarter dollar, especially one that is in excellent condition with a unique minting error, it could be worth $48,000. Yes, you heard that right. $48,000 for a single quarter. This might sound unbelievable, but it's true. Coins with rare mint marks, unique features, and errors can fetch extraordinary prices at auction, especially if they are in impeccable condition. Collectors around the world are always looking for these types of coins to add to their collections, and the 2016 quarter dollar is no exception. So, what should you do if you think you have a valuable 2016 quarter dollar? The first thing is to carefully examine the coin for any signs of wear, minting errors, or unusual features. If it looks like it might be a rare find, make sure to store it properly to prevent any further damage. If you're unsure about the value or condition of the coin, consider getting it professionally appraised by a certified numismatist or coin dealer. They can help you determine if your coin is worth a small fortune. In conclusion, the 2016 United States quarter dollar is more than just a common piece of currency, it's a potential treasure. Whether it's an uncirculated coin with a mint mark, a rare minting error, or a coin that has simply been well preserved over the years, this coin could be worth significantly more than its face value. So, take a good look at your 2016 quarters and see if you've got one of these highly sought-after gems. You could be looking at a coin worth $48,000. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the next big coin discovery. Keep collecting, and who knows, you could be the next lucky person to find a rare, valuable quarter.